Hello, I'm George Romero, and you're watching the Abernathy Project.
Put him in a body bag, Johnny! Put him in a fucking body bag!
What's up, bitches? This is St. August here, and being that this is Zombie Week, or George Romero Week here at Abernathy, I decided to do a review on a book that some of you guys who have been following our videos may have seen in one of my haul videos. It's Zombie Movies, The Ultimate Guide by Glenn Kay. And basically, this book is a chronological telling of the zombie film and the history of the zombie film and its impact on the medium of filmmaking and its impact on popular culture and culture in general. And it's chock full of information, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful tome to have if you're a person who loves your zombie films but may have passed up on a couple or may have missed a couple along the way. So I'll give you a look at the side of the book, so when you're in a bookstore you can sort of see it right away. Zombie Movies. Zombie Movies? K. So, yeah. And then you have the back of the book, which I will gladly zoom in on so you guys can read the information. For those of you who didn't full screen this or have full screened it and still can't read it, I'll give you a little read up on the back. The definitive guide to zombie movies, rated and reviewed decade by decade for the reader's convenience. A must-read for all zombie scholars. Dan O'Bannon, director of The Return of the Living Dead. A personal favorite of mine. The read-up also says, Zombie Movies is an essential purchase for all those who love or fear horror cinema's most popular and terrifying creation. This thorough and authoritative yet uproarious guide reviews and rates nearly 300 zombie films, from Bela Lugosi's White Zombie, 1932, to George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead, 2008. Traces the evolution of the zombie over the decades, from voodoo slave to brain-eating undead to raging infected. Lays out what makes a zombie as opposed to a ghost, ghoul, vampire, mummy, pod person, rabid sicko, or Frankenstein's monster. Includes a detailed and chilling journal from the filming of Land of the Dead, which I love. Lists the oddest and most gruesome things ever seen in undead cinema. Covers not only mainstream American movies, but also small independent productions, Spanish and Italian exploitation pictures, and bizarre offerings from Japan and Hong Kong. Provides a detailed rundown of the 25 greatest zombie films ever made, which some of you may or may not agree with that list. Features in-depth interviews with actors, directors, makeup effects wizards, and other zombie experts. For serious fans and casual moviegoers alike, Zombie Movies will provide plenty of informative and entertaining brain food. And that's quite a mouthful on this particular volume. Let me give you guys a better look at the inside. As you can see how it's set up, there are movie posters. Some are in black and white. There's a whole section inside here that's nothing but color. And as you can see, it has films listed by their release dates. So you have The Dead Hate the Living, a 2000 film, and you also have Junk. So it basically starts from all the way back in the original zombie films to 2008. So it's pretty updated. So a couple years off, but when I got this book, it was actually still a couple years off, but still had to get it. So really nice, really informative. You could keep turning back, and they have a nice little debate as to whether Jason Voorhees is a zombie or not. And here he is, a photo of him from Jason Goes to Hell: The Final Friday. So it's really well put together. There's movie posters, like I said before. They even talk about Michael Jackson's Thriller. So it's a very all-encompassing guide with information, reviews, discussions, commentaries on anything having to deal with zombies. So I think if you're a huge zombie fan, Night of the Living Dead, you gotta love it. If you're a huge zombie fan, I would say pick this thing up. You're doing yourself a great injustice if you love zombie films and you don't own this. We have some color posters here, which I think is really nifty. You have this whole color section in the middle of the book. It's not huge, but you get all the main stuff like Dawn of the Dead, my absolute favorite zombie film of all time. And yeah, I mean, it's just, you get Creepshow. You get a lot of still photography, stills from films. So overall, it's just an informative read. I mean, and then there's, they talk about zombie video games and on DVD and stuff like that. So, I mean, they even incorporate Planet Terror from Grindhouse. So, I mean, if you are a huge zombie fan, then there really is no reason why you shouldn't own this particular book. It's $22.95. I mean, it is steep for a book, but it is something that's going to provide you with hours and hours and hours of information and fun. So I think that the book really pays for itself. So yeah, you guys, talking about books could be possibly boring, but somehow we try and make it fun. And I'm glad you guys are still listening and glad you guys are still with us throughout this week. Pick this book up. You zombie fans, pick this book up. Read it. But until next time, this has been a book review. You guys have been awesome. Take care and keep viewing because we got more stuff down the road.